doing is we're taking a bad thing that happened in Alaska. You know, we hit moose. So, but nothing left to waste. Alaskans helping Alaskans. And we're going to take this moose to Galena. We're really excited.
Now, when a moose gets hit, explain that and the process, and explain, please, what the Alaska Moose Federation does. Let's say I'm driving out here, and let's say I'm in Houston, or I'm in Big Lake here in Mat-Su, or I'm in Anchorage, and I'm driving up on Hillside, or maybe I'm heading through Sterling to go to Soldotna and the Dairy Queen. Ram, I hit a moose, God forbid. It limps off and croaks. Then what happens? Do I call the police? And then if they come, what do they do?
Well, the state troopers are notified. They give us a call, and we have 13 trucks statewide, bunch of hard-working volunteers that work day in and day out in the middle of the night, and we are concentrating on keeping our roads safe. We get those moves off of the roads as soon as we can.
So you expedite and you get that off. Now, let's say I hit it and I think, yum, I'm going to cut off a leg. I'm teasing a little, but I mean, the driver shouldn't touch it, right? I don't care if you're a hunter, if you're a Safari Club member, who cares? Don't touch it. Let the trooper handle it and let the Moose Federation handle it. And that's nice to know.
Yes, when we get to the scene, we get that moose off the road within 7 minutes.
Wow.
It's so much safer to do it this way. You talk about Mat-Su with our big snowfall in 2012, if you remember that. We had over 1,000 moose salvaged. Over 500 of them were just from the Mat-Su area.
Wow. Now, let's say this. Let's say you're driving and you're with your kids. All of a sudden, you see a moose walk out, and it's like a rag doll. Bam! The train hits it. Mommy, Daddy, is the moose okay? No, honey. The moose is in moose heaven. It's bye-bye. What happens? Does it just sit there and dead and then rigor mortis, or do you guys go out and help on the train tracks as well?
We do on the train tracks as well. Whenever we get a call, we always call state troopers. We have a phone number that you can call in, 33 Moose. It's easy to remember.
Oh, that is 33 Moose. Wow,
yeah.
I'll put that in my cell phone. I hope I never have to call it.
Right.
All the moose that are listening are thinking, I hope to God I never meet Dana. Really, because that means I'd be dead.
Exactly. And, we've got a bunch of volunteers out there all over the state. We got Lori Steekman in Kenai. She is a rock star. Volunteer. She's got a truck out there. She's picked up over 150 moose by herself. She's a little tiny, petite, little blonde gal.
Well, that sounds like you. I just met you yesterday. You're no bigger. How do you guys do that?
Well, she's tough. We kind of have to be tough up here, don't you?
Absolutely. Well, speaking of tiny, petite women, State Senator Lisa McGuire, she's been championing this. She's helped the Alaska Moose Federation. She's helped with funding, with advocacy. But she said, hey, I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going up there to Galena, and I'm going to help pass this out. And not for a photo shoot, because it's the real deal. Talk about that one.
She is so excited. She's been the champion of food security in Alaska. She understands the importance. Places like Galena. The closest grocery store to them is in Fairbanks, 300 miles away.
And how much food did you say got washed away or ruined from the Yukon flooding?
17 tons.
Oh, my God. A ton is what, 2,000? So that's 34,000 pounds of food?
Yes. And they're hurting. And that wasn't just 1 year's worth of food cache. They store it. They're smart. They have to.
That's a lot of rice-a-roni. That's a lot of Campbell's soup. No, I mean, you add that up, and that's huge. Well, okay, so when you guys go in, this is an interesting thing. Let's just go through. You probably didn't intend to talk about Alaska Moose Federation day-to-day activities, but let's get into that. So a moose is hit. You're in Kenai. You're in Mat-Su. You're in Fairbanks, Anchorage, wherever, and you're cold. You guys go out. You get it. So then you cut it up. You butcher it. I assume you package it, you freeze it. How long can moose meat be used? I mean, you don't say, hey, back in 2009 we killed this one. How soon is it consumed and distributed?
This is the first time the Moose Federation has actually been a part of the butchering and processing. Typically, we pick up the moose off the roads, and we call state troopers, and they tell us who's next on the charity, and we drive it right there.
And see, now I didn't know that. That's a question that I didn't ask, and you just explained for the listeners. So it goes. So the troopers say, "Hey, this time it goes to this charity." Is that hard logistically for them? Meaning, if I was a cop, I might think, "Oh God, I got to figure out. I got to look at the list of charities." Or would you say no because there's not that many moose getting hit?
No, there's a lot of moose getting. We average 770 moose per year. That's why we're trying to integrate these programs where we have diversionary routes. They take the route of the least resistance. And in the wintertime with snow, that's our roads and highways. And a diversionary route is trying to get them off of our route, safer for us, safer for them.
So now that you're helping with butchering, Dana, you're helping with the butchering, so that means you're getting into the next phase of the process. When you don't, when it's not you, let's give a shout-out to those who do help. Who is helping with that? I mean, is it Trappers Creek? Is it Alaska Sausage? Is it Skip at 10th and M?
We are so grateful for this Moose for Galena project that we have going on. We have Indian Valley Meats, Alaska Seafood and Sausage, Mike's Quality Meats out there, Matt Valley Meats. They have all taken about 3 to 5 moose each this first go-around, and they have, butchered it, they have processed it, packaged it, it's ready to go. In fact, Gary Olson, our founder and director of the Moose Federation, he actually got up at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning and put all this moose in his truck and headed out to Fairbanks, got the moose there. And Everett Air, they are donating this first flight to Galena. There's 44 boxes, about 50 pounds average. It's almost 2,500 pounds from these first 11 moose. And Everett Air is going to fly that out there.
And then would you just distribute by saying, here's the meat, or I mean, is it more of a, this is not fanfare, is it? Like when the National Guard goes to Barrow and the little kids run out and say, hey, or Tasty Freeze, the guy that owns Tasty Freeze, goes to Kotzebue and says, have you ever had a sundae? This isn't like that, is it? This is the real deal. This is work.
This is the real deal. We have to execute this in a very structured and organized way. We have Chef Rand over in Galena. He's volunteered, him and his wife. They are going to get these moose. They're going to distribute in a very, obviously, elders. They're going to be very surprised on Friday. They're going to be so excited. But it is very organized way to distribute. This isn't just a free-for-all, come get it out of the basket, kids.
And then will you guys stay at the Galena Hilton or Marriott, or will you leave?
That
was a joke, folks. There's no such thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's a hot tub somewhere, but no. No. So it's going to be in and out for us. Basically, we want to look on their faces. This is about seeing a village that has been hurting. And we want them to realize we have not forgotten about them.
Oh, I love it. Well, Dana and Alaska Moose Federation and Senator Lisa McGuire and the Department of Public Safety, Fish and Game, Centerpoint, so many different groups coalescing to help. God bless you. Happy holidays, and thanks for all you do, and good luck in Galena. Maybe let's get a report next week, okay?
Absolutely. We'll tell you how it goes.
Okay, you're awesome. Thanks for all you do. It doesn't go unnoticed, I tell you. Folks, Alaska Moose Federation and Dana, they're fighting the fight to make sure people are fed, like in Galena, after the Yukon River.
We need everybody's help to do this. So.
Absolutely. They can go. What's the website at Alaska Moose Federation?
AlaskaMooseFederation.org, but you can go right now to our Facebook, Moose for Galena.
Perfect.
There's all the information.
Moose for Galena, folks. You can fund and help that during the holiday season. Thank you, Dana. And, folks, we'll be right back. It's the Tom Anderson Show right here on KVNT.